Over the past 4 decades, recycling and refinement have changed the manufacturing industry by focusing on sustainability and resource preservation. This transition includes recovering valuable and rare materials like tungsten, cobalt, and nickel from old products and repurposing them for use in innovative sectors like aerospace and electric vehicle manufacturing. As we've increased our reliance on recycling, our American supply chains have faced challenges.
The recycling and manufacturing industry has taken quite a shift in the past decade. Typically, it's gone to scrap yards, multiple traders, and then to refiners, and then ultimately a new product is made. Today, we are typically trying to take different assets and take them into different alloys, put them into new products, and then sell them back to the manufacturers, ultimately saving on the recycling process. These resources are extremely important to every single manufacturing sector. Tungsten carbide, which we specialize in, is used in everything from defense, national security, nuclear energy, and the manufacturing of auto parts. Other critical minerals are important to energy storage, batteries, everything from your cell phone to your computer.
These critical minerals are in incredibly high demand as industries like aerospace only continue to grow, fueled by new innovations and consumer demands.
So in aerospace, we use a lot of high-value materials. So the idea of reusing the materials can decrease cost in the business. So really, we use it across all of our product lines. Any rocket company like Firefly, we use some really exotic materials because we're really trying to do some really exotic and difficult things. So we use things like high-strength copper alloys that have to see temperatures of up to like 6,000 Fahrenheit. We met AMERMIN probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and they came in and actually saw that we were taking 2,000 pounds of copper and coming out with a rocket engine that weighs 80 pounds. And they're like, hey, that other 1,900 pounds of material, we can make that valuable to your business. We gladly gave the materials to AMERMIN, and we were able to test the materials. They met our aerospace specifications, so that started a whole new stream of materials that we could get versus just buying them new.
Supply chain challenges can cause fluctuations in availability and pricing, impacting industries that depend on important materials, future innovation, consumers, and even our national security. AMERMIN is leading the way in prioritizing domestic production of these materials, creating a sustainable and profitable approach to material dependence. AMERMIN's innovations result in reduced pollution, enhanced national security, and increased job opportunities on American soil, something we know is a priority for both Americans and our elected leaders.
There's a huge importance between national security and recycling due to the lack of raw material reserves that we have here in the United States. A lot of these materials come from overseas. If that trade, ceases to exist, we will be extremely limited in providing these raw materials for our everyday electronics and national defense.
The foreign sourcing of materials that are essential to our modern technology and national security can involve child labor and poor environmental practices. There's a better way.
AMERMIN is a leader in the acquisition and refinement of materials like tungsten carbide, cobalt, copper, nickel, lithium, and graphite. We take these materials from manufacturing waste, refine them, and turn them back into raw materials for manufacturers to use in their products. We are one of the only U.S. companies doing this today with tungsten and tungsten carbide. Our process is extremely unique.
Across industries, greater cost savings and enhanced reliability can foster exciting innovations that transform technology and enhance our lives.
So the idea of reusing things and innovation going hand in hand is not a new idea. If you go back and look at the most prolific inventor in history, Thomas Edison, I recall this quote he had. He said, "To invent, you need imagination and a pile of junk." For example, when we're making our rocket engines, we're using this high-strength copper alloy, and it can be, $12, $13 a pound, and it can take us, as much as a year to get the material. By recycling the byproducts from production, we're able to lower the cost of that to about a third, maybe like $4 a pound to get that material, and we can get it much faster.
Once people start to understand there is value in waste materials, then you might actually see the world start to change. This brings on a whole different frame of mind and thought process rather than the take, make, waste mentality. We're putting materials back into the circular economy.
For more information, visit our website at AMERMIN.com.